First, let me take a selfie. Ashley's being an asshole. First, I'm going to go in with my NYX Pore Filler Primer. I'm just going to put this on areas where I have problems with my pores, which is along here, along my nose and my mouth, and a little bit up here. It's pretty much my T-zone. Now I'm going to use the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm in Sensitive, and I'm going to put that all over my face. Oh, that is too much. And the trick with this is to blend it into your face until it goes tacky, which takes a little while. Here, get back in your lane. So the point of me using two primers for school is I'm not wearing that much makeup, but I want it to last all day. Obviously, because I'm at school, you might have gym class. I don't know what you do in your school. I tend to like sleep and touch my face in school, so I want it to last through that. So yeah, I'm going in with my foundation using the Fit Me Maybelline New York foundation in 110 Porcelain, and I'm using a MOC beauty blender to do this, which is from Chi Chi. I'm actually doing this makeup tutorial on my bed because it's like the best place for light, and because I don't have lights and it's becoming very awkward. So yeah, I just put some on the bottom of my beauty blender and start blending it into my skin. May need a mirror for this because it's not the best idea to do this looking in camera. And just dragging the excess that you have on your hand and your beauty blender down your neck so you don't have any weird streaky lines along your chin. I'm going to conceal with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer in Light. And so I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. The reason I'm dotting this and not doing this sort of triangles that you're meant to do is because at school I don't want to wear that much concealer because I want my makeup to be as light as possible, because if you go to school in a hot country like I do, you want to wear makeup without having it caked on your face because you just feel like your face is dying of heat. So and I'm going to set this with, I'm going to set under my eyes with the, I'm going to set my whole face and under my eyes with the same powder, but I'm going to bake under my eyes a little bit because if anything's going to move, it's the concealer under my eyes that will move. So to make sure that doesn't happen. And also you don't want any nasty creasing throughout the day. And I'm also going to put a bit on my nose because that's another place that your concealer is likely to move anywhere, because these are the places you tend to be sort of the moistest, if you'd like to put it that way, which I'm not a big fan of that word. And just use a bit of the powder to set the rest of my foundation very lightly, because you want to set it so it lasts all day, but you don't want to be like powdery cakey, because then it actually reverses and the powder makes, it's not actually good for your foundation when you're warm. All this stuff, so just don't use that too much powder otherwise. Especially if you already have dry skin, then that's not a good idea, but if you have really oily skin and use powder foundations, that's alright. So now on to eyebrows, if I can find my eyebrow stuff, and I'm going to be using the Brow Session Pencil by Maybelline New York in the colour Dark Blonde. So I'm quickly going to draw my eyebrows, which I can zoom up on it a little bit, but really just do your eyebrows how you normally do your eyebrows. I'm not really a big fan of copying other people's routines because everyone's eyebrow shapes are different. But I'm quickly just going to brush through them, first with my Kit brow sculpting brush, which I use this to fill in my brows. So pretty much I just trace the shape. Add more where I want, where it's not as thick. I do add a little bit of length because this eyebrow is shorter than this eyebrow. And to fill it in, I use 2 different shades depending on, because I have purple hair, as you can see, I can kind of decide on how my brows look. I can have really dark brows or really light brows, it doesn't really matter. So I'll use 2 different shades to fill in my eyebrows. The first one is Buck from the Urban Decay Naked palette, but today I'm going to be using this brown colour. As you can see, I've used a lot from Chi Chi, and this is from their Matte 1 palette. I also like to sort of thicken it up at the front because, as you can see, this eyebrow is a lot thicker at the front than this one. And I'm one of those people that does it block at the front because it's how my eyebrows look good and the way my eyebrows are, my choice, my brows. So now I'm going to use this is a Morphe brush, and this is just a really thin, if you can see that, like pointy top brush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer just to 1, highlight my brows, and 2, just clean up, or I like the ends to be a little bit sharper than they are when you fill them in, so I'll just do that. Especially on this side, the brow end tends to be thicker once I've done it. Just to make that a little bit pointier. And then to make sure all that effort doesn't move from my face, I'll use the Urban Decay Brow Tamer Gel in clear. Just run through them. And now onto eyes. So I'm just using the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion to prime my eyes, because again, you don't want your eyeshadow creasing and moving throughout the day, because let's be real, everybody wants to look nice even when you're at horrible school. First, I'm going to set my brow bone with this W7 Naked palette. I'm going to use the white for up above my crease and brow bone, and then I'm going to use this cream colour for my lid. By setting this with the white powder as well, also helps highlight your brow. So yeah. Now most of this look is going to be done with my Naked Urban Decay palette. It is a very good cool toned neutral palette for your eyes at school, because you don't want to do too much. If you're one of those people that loves to wear lots of makeup at school, go for it, but I'm certainly not. So I'm going to be using a mixture of Naked and Buck for my crease, and I'm not going to primarily put it in my crease. I'm going to blend it out up above my crease, just so it gives a sort of nice smokiness, but it's like a light smokiness, should I say. So just a lot of blending using wind wiper motions in circular motions, just like that. It makes you look like you've got eyeshadow on, but you're not trying too hard, like you're not. Now I'm going to use a flatter brush. This was a brush that actually came with the Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to use the big one at the top, and I am going to grab Half Baked, which is this shade here. By the way, Naked is that one and Buck is that one, and they're the ones that I combined. And I'm going to be taking Half Baked and putting it straight on my lids, just to give your eyes a little bit of shimmer. And now I'm going to be taking Sin, which is personally one of my all-time favorite Urban Decay colors, this color here, and putting it into my tear duct. It's one of my favorite highlighting colors. It's just so pretty. So now I'm going to put mascara on, and I always use two types of different mascaras. And the first mascara is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and the Colossal Volume Express Lash by Maybelline. I use both of them on my top and then just this one on my bottom lashes. So I always go in with Better Than Sex first and then go over that with the Colossal. Now on to cheeks. So you can probably take your hair out of a hairband now because there's not really any makeup for your hair to get into. I am going to bronze slash contour. So I don't use two different colors. I just use the same color, same brush, and it like bronzy slash contours. And I'm going to be using. Usually I will use my W7, the bronzer, but it's a little bit too dark for school, so I will use instead the Too Faced Milk Chocolate bronzer, which you can see the difference. This is really good. I would normally use this as just a bronzer, but it's also good for contour. And I'm just using my Kit contour brush. So yeah, I just take some of that on my brush and start sweeping it along my cheek and bottoms of my cheekbones. So I kind of go from, like, as you can see, we actually got hair dye on my face this morning. It doesn't come off very easily. I go from like the start of my hairline just before my ear and down to sort of like there, because you don't want to put it too far, otherwise you just look funny. I'm going to use my Benefit Dandelion blusher, just with a small little blush brush. Just give myself some pink colour nails. I just realised we never took a plastic off this, and we've had this forever. I just use the, which we're nearly running out of. I use the MAC Mineralize. That's the word I'm looking for. Mineralized Skin Finish Highlighting Powder in Lightscape. As you can see, we're running out. We need to get another one. And I'm just using this Urban Decay highlighting brush that actually came in the illuminated one, and I just use it because it's good. This is a very more of a whitey highlighter. It's not too glittery, but it does give a sort of nice, as you can see, a nice sheen. And I will most oftentimes not get my blusher brush again and just go over that just to blend it in so it looks of a more natural through your blusher. You can also get a little bit, put it on your nose. I'll just probably use the remainder. Where else you want highlight? Now for lips, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Liner. I'm not overdrawing my lips or anything because I don't think I need to for school. Just wear this to have a sort of nice nudie pinky colour, or I will go over it with the Rimmel. These are like their Revlon Color Burst lip colours, and this is in Honey Deuce 001. So this is the finished look. This is pretty much the exact look that I will wear to school every single day. It's a little bit adjusted because of I was getting new products throughout Christmas, so the things like the Urban Decay palette. This is a new look for me, but it's around the same colours, it's just better quality eyeshadow. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and this look is useful for you going back to school. Enjoyed this and you take some inspiration for your makeup routine when going back to school from this, and we'll see you next time. Please give us a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe. It'll help our channel so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.